As Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today I think we're gonna try to push Light Sealand a little further. As you guys know, the first week it came out, we got stuck on the 37 boss. However, we've done some optimizations on our account. We've kind of tweaked how our heroes are performing, and I'm thinking we're gonna be in a pretty good spot here. Question is, can we do enough damage? I feel like we're gonna have to go to some sort of damage reduction here. Probably need to drop something like the holy damage, and I think honestly maybe even drop the crit damage for crit chance. We have a higher crit chance, or crit damage does suffer a little bit, but we also have upgrades done to our Doom Terminator Vulcan, which might pay off for us, although once again probably need to build him just a little bit more tanky to survive some hits here. We'll see how that turns out. And of course, mirrors. Oh man, we actually put the mirrors on a bunch of heroes, didn't we? Or did we take them back off? I can't remember. Either way, Michelle's are on the menu to hopefully give us some potential energy gain. Nope, I definitely have the mirrors somewhere and I don't know where they are. This is the trouble when you're doing a bunch of shenanigans. Okay, so that's where all of our lucky dolls are. There they are. We have swapped them over to the carry. Same strategy, essentially. Reviving heroes that can provide some sort of energy boost is the idea here. So let's see if we can get this going. Mirror, mirror, mirror. 3 mirrors. That should be good. And let's see what happens. Now, previously, in the earlier stages of the Light faction Sealand, we had to use heroes like Andrea to actually provide some healing. Although we do now have a couple contenders here. Ooh, I kind of forgot about Eos. Let's see how this looks on first hit to see what's going on here. Decent damage in round 1. Again, the Michelle's are going to go down. There's kind of no way around that. The healing curse is going to be one of the big annoyances on our Yorm Tum. This could work, though. I feel like we're pretty close to getting something with the current setup even. I think it's okay. Burst, so melodic strings on the Yorm Tum does seem to be the play here. Yeah, having those heroes, those Michelle's die, though, they are giving us a lot of those fear effects. Yeah, that was a really good hit by Doom Terminator Vulcan, actually. The problem is there's going to be a lot of CC coming in. Man, why can't Ignis be like in every single faction? That would just be so helpful. Yeah, those fear effects are actually being a pretty big negative for us. So what if we ran more heroes with crowns? Don't know if that's going to make much of a difference, to be honest. And yeah, there's so many different effects, CC effects. We'd have to just like dodge everything. Like, I feel like that's gonna be the key here, is to literally dodge every attack possible. We are running damage reduction, which does seem necessary. So what happens if we use 2 more light heroes in our team? Granted, they don't have a lot of power. We give them like crowns, and that make them survive is the big question. Still want them attack oriented. But that would mean less chances for us to get CC'd. Would be good. Maybe, again, using an Andrea might be worthwhile to get a little bit of healing out. So yeah, we still have like the Eos go down. We are still getting some fears out on us, which is not good. And yeah, there's just so much crowd control nowadays. Oh man, does this go sideways quickly? Now, granted, again, that Vulcan's getting some pretty good hits off, but we have to deal with a lot of different things here. What if we change the positioning of him to the back row? Does that make things better for us? Probably means less hits on the Yorm Tum. Good hit. Again, I wish we could get Natalia to do a basic. It's just she keeps getting the fear effect. Maybe we have to run control immunity on everybody and have less damage output. Because like if we're not hitting, then we're just SOL. It's a weird strategy or weird situation that we have to be in, but it does seem like running something more along the lines of like control immunity on everybody might be the play. I know this sounds kind of weird, but seems like this might be what we have to do to even have a chance here. Let's try something like that. Everybody seems to have the control purify. I feel like we just need to, again, this feels like one of those situations where like we just need to get it to line up for us and we'll be good. I almost want to run nobody else except for our 3 Transcendence Heroes once just to see how it turns out. Good lord, we just get shredded to pieces. Yeah, what happens if we only run the trio? Because then we shouldn't get CC'd nearly as... I mean, we don't get horrified as much. However, we still get hit with a ton of CC because there's no extra targets to eat those attacks. And they do have energy drain too, which is so annoying. Yeah, that's not a strategy that's gonna work. That's definitely not a strategy that's gonna work. What if we put an Andre in? Like I said, now granted, I don't think this Andre has any gear. No gear whatsoever. Yeah, we're just only getting like 1 attack off with Yorm Tum every time, and then we're just dead. Like, there's literally no way around this at all. And I feel like with the power level we have, like, we should be able to get some of this clear, right? Like, or am I just being ridiculous? I feel like with the power we have, if we can't do it, like, it's almost as if these game modes were kind of useless to put in. If I do say so myself. Let's go back to complete damage mode and see how this turns out. I don't dare not use melodic strings just because, like, I honestly don't think I'll live to a round 2 or something like that. Get the mirror back in there maybe for a little bit more damage, but yeah, even after these upgrades, it just feels a little bad. Everybody just getting chain CC'd essentially. Like, Vulcan's getting some good hits off. It's just everybody else is crowd controlled, so they don't get to do anything. All right, let's do a few more. I wonder, is there ever a world that I don't want Natalia to be in my front? That way she might actually get a basic off in round 1. No. The problem is we're just getting feared. Horrified, whatever it is. So she never gets a basic attack off. And we really want that basic attack to go off because, well, it can give an entire shield bar to our Yorm Tum Lord of Sparkles. So, okay, we got a kill on the first one. That's actually good. But then, yeah, we immediately get feared again. This is just like, you notice like we're losing in round 3, but it looks like we're only taking round 2 attacks. It's because we get chain CC'd, and so they just go twice. This was happening like every single time. Like, what? I mean, I guess the only way around this is to literally run S tier heroes. Like, is that the main intent? I feel like at this point is for like everybody to have S tier heroes that have Horrify immunity, because like that seems like one of the only ways that this would actually work. Because like I can deal with all the other CCs, but Horrify immunity is in like every single seal land. Hey, was that? No, that was an active. Dang it. Yeah, and then we just die. Even when we get them down to that few targets. All right, 5 more. Let's just see a few more take place. If we can get this done, that'd be so amazing. Didn't quite get the kill there, which does suck because that means we're going to have to be exposed to more types of CC. It's just so bad. Like, it's like literally the only counter to this, I feel like, is something like, I mean, I guess we could try running like lucky candy bars or something, but like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know. Granted, there is a ton of CC, so it could work out. So what if we did do that? is a rare item to be used. Lucky Candy Bar here, and honestly, we could try running Lucky Candy Bar here as well. Especially gives us stun immunity, which is one of the CCs, and then also will let us not be controlled by the first effect, which is the Horrify. Which means, I guess I could try going back to this, because now those two will not be affected by Horrify. So they will get their attacks off. The question is, will they be tanky enough? And my hope is yes, because yeah, Natalia gets a basic attack off now, but she will get some all damage reduction. It's just very rare in between. Man, this is brutal. This is brutal. I wonder if we legit have to try to run Lucky Candy Bar on everybody to have a shot here. Like, if that's what we gotta do. All right, let's give it a try. And honestly, I almost feel like putting him in slot 1 to take more of the attacks is better, maybe, because he can dodge. Although he instantly proc, but then he did dodge. He really needs to get an active off, though, in order to continue dodging. So maybe Natalia in the front row is the better play. Or I guess we could just put both Michelles, like 2 of the Michelles in the front. This is really weird, but I mean, there is a potential that this could actually work. But now they hit, like, everybody. And yeah, not having a round 1 active from Yormtum feels kind of bad. And that shield just goes away in a single hit. And then, yeah, he's got to at least still run the melodic strings. I don't see how he can't run that, because he just needs that extra 50% all damage dealt in the first round. But I do think Lucky Candy Bar on the other two might make it more viable. Granted, either way, we will get an active off with Vulcan with a crown. So that's not a big deal, because his basic's not that important. I think even going back to Vulcan with a crown, maybe just Natalia. Maybe that's what we do. Natalia, you can have a you have the thingy mabobber. Yep, just like that. And let's see if this works. I do feel like that this is like our closest attempt we've ever had. Although that damage was pitiful right there. Holy cow. That's the downside of having, you know, an assassin type hero as your main damage dealer. So much of their abilities feel like it's RNG based. Like, and then there's still, oh my gosh. Then there's still the whole curse. The Amun-Ra curse is getting put on us. And then that means we just kill ourselves. Wow, Natalia actually lived quite a long time, but again, Yormtum now has the CC, and that means he dies. Oh my gosh, is there a point even trying these at this point? Because this just seems absolutely ridiculous without like heavy S tier investment and rolling for specific types of CC, like immunity. Oh, I think we are just gonna call this one after these attempts, because let's be fair, I don't think this is going well for us at all. It's just not working out. Even giving him a complete full shield, it doesn't seem to be enough, because that shield is almost gone immediately. And then he gets CC to death every single time, so can't even think about not using Unbending Will, because he's just proccing it immediately. And you guys realize he has like 5 billion health, and it's just getting one shot. I don't even think something like Melodic Strings, or not Melodic Strings, Magic Stone Sword would work in this situation. Because like, well, actually it could. You know what? Hold on. Magic Stone Sword could be a contender for some of these other damage dealers. As long as it's not doing more than 100% of their HP, it. Ooh, wait a minute. Is this the one time it's gonna work? No, my gosh. Oh, that was brutal. So I don't even know if I still have Magic Stone Swords. I have one. Let's try it on the Vulcan and see what happens. This is gonna be really weird if this is the combo that actually gets it done. That was probably the worst active in round 1 I've ever seen. It kind of does work. Hold up a minute. It actually kind of works. To the point where maybe not even having Unbending Will would work. Holy cow. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Oh, just bear with me for a little bit here, boys and girls. This is gonna be something we try out here. Is this smart? Probably not. Is it fun? Kind of. I like when old things make a resurgence. I mean, new things are fun, but like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right, got to get rid of something. What are we not using? Well, definitely not using a third antlers cane right now, so that's fine. Let's build up both these. What if we run it on everybody? And run everybody with balanced strike potentially? Although that might get tricky if... I don't know. I don't know. This does give control immunity, which is good. Oh, geez. This is going to be weird. All right. So, what if... maybe not Yorm Tum. Yorm Tum, we want the damage. I guess we could have gone with 2. Let's try another Magic Stone Sword here, too. And we have control immunity. So, she now is running 76% control immunity. And our Vulcan is running 88%. Plus, those Magic Stone Swords make it so they can only take so much damage from a hit. Hopefully 25% of their HP bar. Granted, if it does more than an HP bar, I don't think it takes effect, but let's see what happens. Okay, that's actually good. Actually, Vulcan could low-key run not balanced strike here. And then we might have a shot. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. All right. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm actually going to do this here. This sounds weird, I know. But let's go to damage reduction and let's go to control immunity. And so even Yorm Tum is going to be at 75%. This is really weird. Very unconventional. But I actually feel like it has a potential to work. Although, that's bad though. Getting feared multiple rounds in a row is not great. But that might mean we can run Balanced Strike now. Maybe not on you. I feel like we can definitely run it on you. We'll give it one more shot with the Magic Stone Sword. It might work. As long as he doesn't get hit. Cool. I mean, his round 1 basic is pretty lame, though. Round 2 should be a pretty good damage round overall. Vulcan's gonna full heal, which is good. Maybe even Natalia we need to run that. I mean, that's potential. Oh my gosh, did it just work? Oh my god, it just worked. It just worked. It just worked. 3 Magic Stone Swords back into the meta. And it's because we have such big HP pools now that this effect is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So, yeah, especially when you add some shields into the mix too. Pretty interesting. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'm happy this worked, and I'll see you guys next time.